Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. Welcome to part 1 of What If Goku Met His Parents Bardock and Guinea in Otherworld. And before we begin, I'm OG Brown Nerd, hello, and if you're a fan of Dragon Ball What Ifs, Marvel, DC, all things nerdy, please like, comment, and subscribe because I post about everything. Bardock defiantly flies up at the evil tyrant Frieza who charges a death ball at planet Vegeta. His experiences on the planet Cereal have changed him. He launches a desperate beam, attempting to fight against the inevitable. He is ultimately eradicated alongside the rest of his planet. But his story doesn't end there. He finds himself with his wife, Guinea, at King Yema's palace. The two of them are given their bodies in the afterlife. Their actions to save their son, their regrets, have granted them this privilege. The first question Bardock and Guinea have is if their sons survived. And King Yema confirms that no one by the names Kakarot or Raditz have come through. The two Saiyans breathe a sigh of relief before asking what happened to the rest of their race. The rest of the Saiyans were condemned to hell. Now Bardock, upon realizing the opportunity he has, decides to train and get stronger. He doesn't know what else to do. He ultimately wants to satisfy the question within himself. Is there anything he could have done to defeat Frieza, to save his people? Guinea is also plagued with regrets, wishing she had went with Kakarot. She was never much of a warrior, but she's not going to leave Bardock's side. King Yema tells them if they make it to the end of Snake Way, they can ask King Kai if he can train them. Bardock and Guinea begin the journey to King Kai's planet, and it takes a while, but they have plenty of time to spare. The journey is long and hard, but eventually the duo makes it. Upon landing on King Kai's planet, they immediately ask if King Kai can tell them about their sons. Guinea wants to know if Kakarot survived his journey and where Raditz is. King Kai nods, sensing the urgency in the parents' voice. He tells them that Raditz is currently selling a planet with Vegeta and Nappa, while Goku has been found by an Earthling named Gohan. Bardock and Guinea say Goku, their son is named Kakarot. King Kai smiles and says not anymore. They are relieved and determined. They wish they could see their sons again, but they know that their time in this life is up. Or is it? Bardock then requests if King Kai will train him and his wife. They want to know how strong Saiyans can get, and they also want to know if there's anything they could have done to stop Frieza. King Kai shudders at the thought of the evil tyrant and agrees to train them, but they have to tell him a joke and make him laugh. Now Bardock and Guinea struggle making King Kai laugh, but they eventually get him, telling him a classic, a Saiyan and Tuffle walk into a bar joke. Now one major thing to keep in mind is that this is at the very least over a decade before the plot of original Dragon Ball begins, so the power scaling is going to be insane. But I think a fair way to remedy that is just to say they don't train non-stop. They hang around, they also train, kinda like what Goku did between the Cell and Buu arc. Now that was over 7 years, and he wasn't obscenely broken overpowered at that point, you know? And yeah, Super Saiyan 3 was a monstrous boost compared to 2, but it's by no means the biggest power creep in DB. Honestly, it was pretty tame. Now we have around 26 years of training in Otherworld existing for Bardock and Guinea here, and under the tutelage of King Kai, they go immensely powerful. They are able to fully master the Kaioken technique and the Spirit Bomb. And throughout these 2 decades of training, they explore Otherworld, learning various other techniques from across the heavens. Their abilities continue growing and growing with seemingly no limits. But one day while training on King Kai's planet, they eventually discover a technique better than the Kaioken, the ability to ascend and transform into Super Saiyans. Bardock was envisioning his battle with Frieza, and the instincts within him triggered something. His power grew and he transformed with a golden aura, becoming the legendary Super Saiyan. And based on his image training, he could actually defeat Frieza in this form. They haven't reached Super Saiyan 2 just yet, and they haven't had the need to go beyond that power. They didn't think they were going to get resurrected, and that's the only way I can justify them not one-shotting everyone in this scenario and actually having the story flow at a somewhat decent pace. So eventually, one day while hanging out on King Kai's planet, Bardock and Guinea see a man fall onto the planet. He looks like Bardock. Kakarot? Goku is stunned. Who are they? Why does this man look like him? They rush to their son, seeing the halo on his head. They introduce themselves, telling him that they are his parents. Now remember, at this point, Goku hates Saiyans. He thinks he was sent to Earth to destroy it, so he immediately puts his guard up. He tells them he's not their son, his name is Goku, and that he died because of his so-called brother, Raditz. He got sent to hell, and he's surprised that they aren't there either. Angrily asking how could they send him away to conquer the planet? How evil are they? Bardock and Guinea, saddened, react, telling him that he's wrong. They sent him to Earth to save him. Guinea's eyes with tears recalls the day. Bardock tells him that the man that enslaved the Saiyans destroyed them all, and Bardock, having predicted his betrayal, sent Kakarot away to save him. And if Bardock was wrong and Frieza didn't destroy the Saiyans, he would have gone and secured him, bringing him home. They didn't plan on dying. Goku softens, and then his parents tell him he should have remembered this, but Goku says he hit his head as a baby and forgot everything. He didn't even know he was an alien until Raditz showed up. He tells them what happened when he arrived, and they're sad to hear that he's dead. They're sad for both of their sons. Goku looks at his halo before smiling, saying he's not going to be dead for long. On Earth, they have these things called Dragon Balls, and he's going to be brought back to life in a few months. He came to King Kai's to train because there's two Saiyans on their way to Earth to destroy it, and he has to get strong enough to defend his planet and his family. Goku tells his parents about Chi-Chi and Gohan. The two look happy as King Kai introduces himself and tells Goku that his parents have been here for around 2 decades, that they visited him for training when they first died. They were chosen to keep their bodies because they chose to save him. That one selfless act redeemed them to King Yama, and he allowed them to train with King Kai. He reminds Goku that it's a privilege to keep your body in the other world. Goku softens again, thanking his parents for saving him, telling him that he loves the Earth, his friends, that he has to get stronger to save them. He doesn't want his son growing up without a father like he did. Now, with Guinea and Bardock being so much stronger than King Kai, they're the ones who begin teaching him. King Kai serves more as a coach and occasional sparring partner for Goku. They realize they have 88 days to train Goku to become stronger than Vegeta and Nappa, but Bardock is hoping it doesn't come to a fight. Goku begins his training, and as the months progress, he becomes stronger than ever. Bardock and Guinea put him through the paces. And as we know from Dragon Ball Super, Saiyans sparring Saiyans is the fastest way for them to grow. They eventually develop a true bond, and Goku sees his parents not just as Saiyan monsters, but as two people who sacrificed a life with their child so that he could live. He decides something then and there. He has King Kai telepathically send a message to Kami telling him when they wish Goku back to Earth to word it so that everybody on King Kai's planet is brought back to life, and Kami relays this message and the plan is set. During the 88 days, Goku learns about Super Saiyan but can't access it yet. He masters the Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb, and his level of multiplication is much higher as his body is stronger. The Zenkais he's gotten training with his parents are insane. His power level is around 25,000 in base now, and with the Kaioken he can boost it easily over 100,000. The day of the Saiyans' attack comes, and when the wish is made, suddenly Bardock, Goku, and Guinea's halos vanish. Goku cheers as he tells his parents they're alive again, but they have to hurry back to Earth because they have to transverse Snake Way again. Bardock and Guinea grab Goku, flying him back to King Yama's at breakneck speed after thanking King Kai for everything. They have a second chance at life and they're not going to waste it. Bardock, Guinea, and Goku arrive to the battlefield just before the Cybermen are deployed, and they are ready to face off against Vegeta and Nappa. The Z fighters are ecstatic but confused. Why are there 2 Gokus? Goku explains that these are his parents, and they aren't like the other Saiyans. He met them in Otherworld with King Kai. Bardock steps forward, greeting the prince, telling them that they shouldn't fight each other, that the real enemy is Frieza. He is the one who killed the Saiyans, destroying their planet. Bardock says he fought back, but he wasn't strong enough. That Frieza destroyed the Saiyans because he feared the legend of the Super Saiyan. Vegeta, having heard the legend, is curious. He believed himself to be the one to ascend to this level. Bardock then powers up, revealing the brilliant golden aura, and both Vegeta and Nappa are stunned. Their scouters break, trying to scan his power level. But it's too late. The Frieza Force knows about Namek, the Dragon Balls, and now Bardock. Vegeta realizes that the scouters were on, and he realizes their conversation was recorded, and he curses Nappa for not remembering to turn them off. Now that Frieza knows it's only a matter of time before he reaches Namek and steals the Dragon Balls for himself. Bardock returns to base and tells Vegeta if he wants to continue working for Frieza selling planets, that they can fight here and now, but if they want revenge, they'll have to go to Namek and kill Frieza. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to end this part off right here. But what do you guys think? Do you think Vegeta is going to side with Bardock, or is he going to fight back in his arrogance? Let me know what you guys think about this scenario down in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more. Peace.